Hello again. So this is part 2 of the 10 times or 1/10 of video. I left off with number 5. We finished number 3. So now we're going to number 5. And number 5 is a little different, but it's pretty much still asking the same thing. So 10 times or 1/10 of, and we're just going to answer it. So number 5 says 1/10 of 300. So I'm going to write that down on paint. Oops. So 1/10 of 300 is blank. Okay, so in this one, I'm going to put the division sign. 300 divided by 1. 300 divided by 1 is again the same thing, which is 300. So it would still make sense even if I don't have divided by 1, right? 300 divided by 1 is still 300. So I'm just adding or placing the divide by 1 so I can match the fraction here or the division here. So now instead of, we're going to say times. We're going to multiply. So we're going to multiply the numerator first. So numerator 1 times 300 is 300. And then again, I'm going to match it. So this one will also have a division symbol or a fraction symbol. So now we're going to do the denominator. 10 times 1 is 10. Okay, now I'm going to divide 300 divided by 10. And this one has a little trick to it, which will make it easier. So the 10 in the denominator has 1 0. So I'm going to cross out that 0. And I only cross out 1 0 because that's the only 0 I have in the denominator. I cross off 1 down here, so I'm going to cross off 1 up here. Now I'm left with 30 in the numerator divided by 1 in the denominator, 1 in the denominator. So now I can divide 30 divided by 1 is 30, because anything divided by 1 is anything. So 1/10 of 300 is 30. Because remember, 1/10 of something means we're going backwards. We're going backwards. Now let's look at number 6. This one is different from number 5. So we have number 6, 10 times 400 is, okay? So 10 times 400, I see times, so that means I have to multiply. So 10 times 400. Now I'm going to put the largest number on top. Then my operation is multiplication, so I'm going to multiply it by 10. I'm going to make sure it's aligned. The 1 is in the tens place and the 0 is in the ones place. Okay. Now I can cover up the zeros. So I'll cover up the zeros. I'm going to ignore it for now. So I'm left with 4 times 1. 4 times 1 is 4. Now I'm going to uncover my zeros, and I'm going to count how many zeros I have. I have 1, 2, 3 zeros. So that's how many zeros I'm going to put. 1, 2, 3. Okay. It looks like I have more than 3, and I can only have 3 living in one period. So I'm going to count 3 from the right and then add a comma so I know I'm going into the next period. Let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3. So I know there's a comma that belongs here, meaning I'm going to the next period, which is the thousands. So 10 times 400 equals or is 4,000. Right, let's look at number 7. Number 7 is similar to number 5. So let's go ahead and solve it. Number 7, 1/10, 1/10 of 2,000 is, okay. I remember when we say 1/10 of, that means we're going or we're getting smaller, we're decreasing, we're going down. Okay, so 1/10 of 2,000, same thing. I'm trying to match this fraction. So 2,000 divided by 1 is still 2,000, right? So, and instead of, I'm going to multiply. I'm going to put the multiplication symbol. So I'm going to do my numerator first, the number on top. 1 times 2,000 is 2,000. And then I'm going to put the division symbol. 10, now I'm going to do the denominator. 10 times 1 is 10. Then I'm going to look at my denominator, see how many zeros I find. Okay, I see 1. So I'm going to cross out. So I crossed out 1 in the denominator. And so that means I'm also going to cross out 1 on my numerator. Now my numerator has 200 on top divided by 1. So my new fraction is 200 divided by 1, which equals 200. So 1/10 of 2,000 is 200. And that is all that we went over throughout the week. So if you still need help, we'll go over it some more at school. Bye.